opportunity galore. So honestly, 2023 has not been the best, at least for apparel and some of the sectors, maybe lifestyle retail. But that's just, these are things which will happen. With growth comes volatility. You've got to remember, with growth, we are a high growth country. With growth will volatility come. One big thing which I think, especially for retail, while we all know is the fourth largest market, it's going to double, retail revenue will double in the next 8 to 10 years. Where on the earth can you get 1.3 billion people? 55% of the population is young. So I think all these are real big numbers, and which only excites so many brands and companies. But I'll just share my past experience of when, so especially apparel retail, or if you look at, we still have a large size of unorganized. I think the biggest opportunity is the unorganized, which will move to organized. As discretionary, as people's per capita income moves up, young consumers become more brand conscious. I think you just have a lot of those consumers joining the family. But the big thing which happens here is, I've seen in the past when in the consumer electronics, when unorganized moved to organized, and the brands which were the best prepared, the most agile, the most consumer-centric brands, really. So you see what happened with Samsung and LG, and you see some brands which actually lost the way. Same thing happened with in telecom, when telecom really saw the surge. In fact, I remember when I joined telecom, it was at 14% penetration, and today I think it will be at 120. So you have more.
My guess is even more than that. People have more than one SIM card nowadays.
So when this sort of a surge happens, which brand, as a company, how well are you prepared? How well do you respond to the volatilities, and how do you really estimate or actually get the consumer to wow with your product, with your understanding of the consumer, with your experience, consumer experience you provide? I think the company which will be the, so it's a question of survival of the fittest, and more we see this happening. In the next 5 years, I see some amount of paise ko paisa khista hai. You get things right, the bigger becomes bigger, and the guys who's agile, young, innovative, but is really open to really responding to the change would do better. That's
so if you know your customer, if you're